From the opposite side of Renwick Thompson and Company Limited to Hubbard's Hardware on the Carenage St. George, therein lies Potential Hazzards. The entire stretch of what should be the sidewalks is in a deplorable state, partly caused by knocking of dock boats along the water's edge and by degradation over the years. It was the perfect opportunity Friday morning for some passers-by to voice their concerns as the GBN News team took its cameras to the streets. Opting to speak off camera, some individuals said they've witnessed several accidents with both locals and visitors tripping over ropes and or unknowingly falling into ditches. GBN understands that some fisherfolk took it upon themselves to use, in some instances, pieces of construction materials and items from their boats to alert pedestrians to the areas that are dangerous and where they should exercise caution.
Well, walking along, I just witnessed a young lady almost breaking her ankle lower down by Hubbard's coming up, right? And all the boats, the ropes on the side of the on the walk, right? You always have to be skipping over ropes. Now,
I think the Carenage need to get a serious looking at, especially when it comes to those holes and so, because it's a hazard. You travel the Carenage and most places your foot could go through and break. So we need to really look seriously at doing some, proper work on the Carenage to solve these problems. If the country from getting a big lawsuit, because who knows, one day some tourists might end up in one of those, and we may not be able to pay the kind of monies that is to us for hurting the people.
Look, some holes, big holes. I see that already, before you come, I see that in the phone, big hole. Now we need to take care of the city because that's the first place people come in. When people come in Grenada, visitors, they're looking at the city first. So we need to restructure the city, all this old building, all these things and them. In the night time and you don't have light, you could just go down in a hole and damage yourself just like that. So we need to take care of certain things here first.
Well, I'm very concerned because it's been an ongoing problem for the past 4 or 5 years, you could say. And it's a concern for tourists especially. When they come in, I've seen tourist visitors for long ago and I had to end up picking them up. And it is a big concern for the general public.
Commuters are calling on the caretaker for the town of St. George, Claudette Joseph, to act speedily before the country is sued by a tourist who gets hurt due to this particular hazard.
there was a promise made during the election campaign by the caretaker for the town of St. George. And to date, she hasn't kept that promise. Now the sidewalk is in a deplorable state and needs serious attention, especially the areas between Hubbard's and Renwick and Thompson. Madam Caretaker, please do better. Do better. There's an area, actually in front of Hubbard's. There's a big gap within it, in the sidewalk, between the sidewalk and the road. Now there's a lot of pieces of board and so covering it. We would like you to fix that problem ASAP. Now putting board over it doesn't mean it's fixed.
There's nothing that cannot be done that in Grenada right now, so this is a problem that is not today happen. It's like, oh, they go just have to decide what to do to it. It's been there for a long time and they've been seeing it. I mean, I show the ministers passing here and they see what's happening. So, I mean, it had to be taken care of ASAP.
Ms. Claudette Joseph was contacted by our news desk for a response to the concerns raised and how she plans to address it. We were told that a response is forthcoming. However, the time cannot be guaranteed. GBN also contacted the Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Kevin Blash, for a response. He responded saying, "Nonetheless, we are currently working on designs to repair the broken culverts and replace the grills that are damaged." Christlina John, GBN News.